Kitsap, number 30, Trevor Waller. And for Bainbridge, number 24, Chris Bell. And for North Kitsap, number 44, Riley Curtis Roder. Sorry, my bad, number 32, Andrew Urquhart. Your officials for tonight's game are Brian Striggy, Scott Evans, and Jeff Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will please rise, gentlemen, and remove your hats for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag Thank you.
Welcome to West Sound TV presents high school basketball, and it's another holiday basketball, not quite tournament, but holiday basketball game for West Sound. Spencer Anderson is streaming for us tonight on the kitsapsun.com/game of the week, and also doing camera. Kitty Campagna is on the other microphone, and I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, and we're up on the island, the home of the Bainbridge Island Spartans, as they take on cross-bridge rivals, the North Kitsap Vikings.
Well, Doc, this should be a good one. Both of these teams come in having some difficulty so far this year, but North actually feeling really good that they've got a couple victories under their belt, understanding the idea of winning. And then you got the Bainbridge Spartans, who have played really tough Metro League.
Well, this is an exhibition, quote-unquote, game since the Bainbridge Spartans in the Metro League, and of course the North Kitsap Vikings in the Olympic League.
1-2A, that would be your North Kitsap team, and then 3A is the Bainbridge team.
Now, see, if Bainbridge was in the Olympic League, they and Bremerton could both be 3A teams. They could play each other 10 times. We'll get into that sometime.
And we have a tie-up underneath the basket. That large, tall man is a freshman, number 23, Oscar Dietrich for Bainbridge.
And, of course, North Kitsap is in the travel colors, purple and white. And Bainbridge with the takeaway. And, couldn't quite put those first points on the board. But they'll get a chance up at the free throw line. Who do we have out there for Bainbridge, Kitty?
We have number 1, Graham Moyer Stratton. Number 2, Michael Crowley. Number 3, Eric Rothstein. 23, Oscar Dietrich. And number 24, senior Chris Bell, the absolute leader on this team.
And the subject of the Did You Know at the beginning of the season in the Suns basketball preview, that he was the scoring leader for Kitsap County players last year, averaging 19.9 points per game.
Well, and did you know that he is the most competitive player that Coach Ornez has ever had?
Well, that's pretty hard to think about, knowing all the players he's had over the years. And still no points on the board. We're about a minute and a half into quarter number 1 up here on Bainbridge. North Kitsap with the possession now. And North Kitsap will get those players. That long shot from outside by number 1, J.T. Nettleton, also Jacob Hill, Kendall Gill, Trevor Waller, and Andrew Urquhart out there for the North Kitsap Vikings, coached by Tony Chisholm, his 6th year. And first-year head coach Scott Ornez, which cracked me up because As any fan of Kitsap County basketball knows, it was Coach Scott Orness that took the Spartans to the state championship game a few years ago.
One we got to follow, which was so much fun.
It was great working with those guys in that, I believe, was it 2007, I think. 7 or 8. But actually probably 7 because Stephen Gray off that team has finished his 4 years at Gonzaga.
That is correct. He's now playing in the European League, and I saw where he scored several points in that just recently.
And, of course, center Kobe Gibbler. We saw his dad a couple nights ago playing for the East High Knights.
I think that was in the genes. There's no doubt.
6'8" is definitely in the genes.
Yes.
Speaking of height, number 32's got some out there. That's Urquhart at 6'2". As you said, Bainbridge with the tall guy out there, but so far both teams have failed to put it through. Well, no, we got one. No, nobody's scored yet.
And that's number 30, Trevor Waller on Dietrich. He's listed at 6'4". Coach, I asked Coach Chisholm what he was going to do against the tall guy. He said, I've got to put a body on him all the time. And I asked him about growing, and he said they're working on that for next year.
And a lot of juniors on this team, on the North Kitsap team. Kind of broad selection of everything from freshmen to seniors on the Bainbridge Island Spartan team. There's a nice open shot. Jumper off the glass, though, by Trevor Waller, and pushed quickly down to the other direction. Nope, there's a travel.
Well, and Coach Orness said that last year Oscar Dietrich did not play ball. He had a broken hand, so he missed out on a whole year of development.
Oh boy, another takeaway by Bainbridge. Graham Moyer Stratton going into the iron, can't complete it. The breakaway now for the Vikings, can they do it? No! But the Vikings maintain possession, and timeout for Coach Chisholm here. We might need to have a lottery to see when the first point will be scored.
We could just kind of pick a time and see if that's going to work. We're already almost halfway through this first quarter, and neither team has scored.
Unlike the Baylor University of Washington football game at the Alamo Bowl the other night.
I gave somebody the score, and she said, was that a basketball game? And I said, yeah, I think so. The way they ran up and down that field, it may have been.
But even though the Huskies lost, it looked like a pretty good team coming back next year for the Pac-12 guys.
Most certainly. Well, and these guys tonight, they're both wanting a victory. There's always a good rivalry between these two teams.
It won't count as a league game for either team. Currently, North Kitsap is at 2-4 in the Olympic League, and in the Metro, the Spartans are 1-3.
One of those being an overtime loss to Seattle Prep that, according to Max Preps, they won, but according to the real world, they did not win, and Coach Orness said they should have won. He's excited to be back here. His whole family working things. Boys, his sons are ball boys. He has his wife doing video. It's just a family affair.
And the Vikings again working it around outside that three-point line. There's plenty of time, 12 seconds left on the shot clock. They go inside, nice dish.
Pretty pass.
And they get that finally on the board. Trevor Waller, the senior, puts the first two up for the Vikings.
Coach Chisholm preached discipline, which that was not, and patience for his team. A couple new players in for Bainbridge. Number 10, Ryan Willie Schreck. I love the name. And who was our other guy? Number 4, Joey Blacker, just a sophomore.
Schreck goes inside. And now out. Shot is off, picked up off the floor by the Vikings.
Whoa, no.
Uh-oh.
They're going to change that, I think. Someone who had a better angle.
Brian is over talking to...
That's Scott Evans over there. And our third official is Jeff Thompson.
Uh-oh. North Kitsap will maintain the possession there.
That's a good job by the officials.
And
the one with the better view.
Brian's explaining that to Coach Orness. Comes into Kendall Gill. not the Kendall Gill of the New Jersey Nets. Nice jump shot from the outside, off, and Bainbridge with the possession. They'll work it around, drive in. Ooh, shot ball almost got away, but they managed to maintain it. Eric Roustan do a good job. Jumper from outside the three, and Bainbridge is on the board with three from Michael Crowley.
Basket good for number 3, Eric Roustan for 3.
Oh. Kendall Gill keeping his feet under him. This is junior Jacob Hill, one of the people we should be looking at for scoring for North Kitsap. Nice work inside.
And it won't drop for the Vikings. Bringing it down is Crowley at 5'11". And double dribble, says our referee.
The pace on this game, although the score is low, there is quite the pace going.
Only one foul committed by each team so far at the 3-minute and 6-second mark in number 1. And Bainbridge is pretty much all wide open underneath. Keep your head up. And at least he makes up for it. That was Kendall Gill with the 2.
Oh, I was watching the assistant coach, Kaelia Makaibi, and she's just going, no, why didn't you keep going?
And ball knocked loose by Gill. But Bainbridge grabs it, shots off. Another board for Bainbridge, and foul. And this one's going to be worth a trip to the free throw line for Ryan Willie Schreck.
And Bainbridge is without their senior Rico Faila this evening. He's got a 1-game suspension.
2.5 left to go in the first quarter here, and the Vikings up by 4, or by 1, 43.
First one off for Schreck.
And second one will go through. So we're all tied up 4-4 here at the 2:30 mark, and Bainbridge has put that full court pressure on all game so far, did he?
It has worked a couple times for a 10-second count. North does a better job of breaking it this time.
This game played on December 30th. About a third of the way, a little over a third of the way through the season.
The season just flies. It used to, I swear it didn't start till January before, but now it's over, or at least we're getting into districts by February, early.
Yeah, games that count start at the beginning of December.
They did. This year, definitely.
Bainbridge working it around. Gabe DiOrio in the game now. That's number 20. And he'll have it now out at the point.
Gabe's brother is a walk-on at Wazoo, getting quite a few minutes.
And ball's going to stay with the Spartans' new shot clock for him. And it will be DiOrio bringing it in.
Guys line up in a nice stack.
Yeah, whistle blows.
And a clear out.
Clearing out. That was Schreck. It still is 4-4. I like that full court pressure, though. I mean, if nothing else, it's going to develop their conditioning.
Stamina, definitely. And the other thing it does is it just gives North less time to work on their offense. And if they're going to be disciplined and patient, you want a lot of time.
Yep, and the Metro League tends to have some big, strong, hefty players in it. And one way to beat that kind of a team, if you don't have that height, is to outrun them.
Definitely.
2 on the board for North. Up 6-4 now. Try to go inside to Schreck, and he sends it back out. Another 3-pointer, and that one goes to Joey Blacker in the game for Bainbridge.
The second Joey walked into the game, he shot a 3-pointer. I think that is his forte.
Oh, ball loose, and Spartans come up with it again. They've been the recipient of some turnovers so far in quarter number 1.
Peoria with the knockaway on that one.
Bainbridge will maintain. 33.5 left in the quarter.
One of the main players for North out there is number 1, just a sophomore, JT Nettleton at 6'2". Some of these names sound very familiar, football and basketball.
And about 22 seconds, so there's about 5 seconds difference in shot and game clock.
Jeff Thompson making the call of a foul underneath.
And going up to the free throw line will be Ryan Willie Schreck. Number 1 is good. Good looking for him at the free throw line.
He's 2 of 3 so far.
And 2 goes through, and it's now a 3-point lead for the Spartans, 9-6. 25 seconds left to go. Good breakaway. Count it for JT Nettleton, and what a great pass.
It was. You couldn't have done that much better. He led him so perfectly.
And the vision to see him breaking through 7 other people.
Oh, and you could see they had that plan. They made eye contact on the end line.
All right, 8.2, and North Kitsap will be bringing it in.
And the person who gets the credit for that would be Andrew Urquhart, would get the assist. 3 seconds.
Hill with it, 1 second, they're not gonna get it off. Got to keep your eye on that clock when you're getting down to the end.
Somebody's got to be talking.
At the end of the first quarter up here at Bainbridge Island, the Spartans leading the North Kitsap Vikings by 1 point, 9-8.
Well, Doc, the way that game started, considering it was almost a good 4 minutes before either team scored, that's a pretty high score going down. But so far, what you're seeing is a lot of energy, some of it a little bit misplaced. You know, they're playing kind of out of control at times, and I think we're going to see some changes. Both of these coaches preach discipline, and so we will see what changes they make and who else they bring in. But the fun of this is that a lot of them get opportunities to play tonight because it isn't a league game.
And we're happy to have you with us, whether it's live tonight on the internet, thanks to the kitsapsun.com/game of the week, or in video replay on BKAT, your community channel in Kitsap County. Now playing up on Bainbridge Island also.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes, indeed.
That's excellent, because I knew that the Bainbridge Island TV was no longer, so I'm glad to hear they're getting some community access up there.
Yep. And for you BI folks here, our show is on Sundays at noon on Channel 12. And every Sunday, we will have some great high school varsity basketball for you for the next month or so. Nice turnaround and put up by North Kitsap.
That's Trevor Waller he's already got 4 points.
And the Vikings back in the lead. Up by 1, 10-9 as we start the second quarter.
Dietrich back into the game. Ooh. Bell with the rebound.
Good block, but they're going to say hit the arm. And that'll be tagged to Nettleton.
And that's some of the competitiveness that Coach Ernest was talking about. Here's your guard underneath, getting the rebound.
And first one down. Up to the free throw line is Chris Bell, quarterback for the Spartan football team.
All-around athlete for this Spartan program.
And Bainbridge back up by 1, 11-10 here at the beginning of quarter number 2, and still putting on the full court. And it worked almost. Bainbridge almost got another turnover there off the hands of Bell, out of bounds. Nettleton will be bringing it in. He's guarded by Blacker. Out front is Jacob Hill. Back to Nettleton.
Nettleton and Urquhart both receivers, but that particular pass a little high, even for a receiver.
And Bainbridge will bring it in. Crowley will bring it down for Bainbridge. DiOrio with it. Back to Blacker. Oh, he thought about that three.
I believe he likes that shot. 19 seconds, plenty of time.
Ooh, long cross corner. That's Crowley.
Waller
goes
doing
back across court, and this time Blacker will take it. Shot off, rebound pulled down nicely that time by Urquhart. Hill drives. Oh, nice pass. Good pass to get it inside of the open man.
Oh, such a quick move.
Yep.
Really strong hands on Waller's part. Makes the catch, puts it up immediately, doesn't put it on the floor.
And DiOrio will take the jump shot. Off and, rebound fought for, but North Kitsap coming away with it. Good hustle by Waller on the floor.
Waller is just the star of this game so far. The defense he's done on Dietrich and the offense that he's had as well. The Guests with a 12-11 lead.
Stratton with it. Back out to Hill. 6 seconds. And shot off, pulled down by Bainbridge. Bell going through the middle of the line.
I know, it did look a little like a football play on that one. Kind of out of control, but no one on the other end was in control either.
And looks like they're going to give him a shooting foul on that one.
And the foul went on Nettleton once again, so that's his second foul.
First one in for Chris.
Dell 3 for 3 so far from the line. Nettleton takes a seat as predicted.
Sebastian Ford in for North Kitsap. And Ryan Willie Schrick back in for Bainbridge. Count it for 2 for Chris Bell.
All 4 of his points coming from the free throw line so far.
Spartans up by 1, 13-12, 5.5 minute mark here in the first half.
That's who
again,
is.
Full court pressure.
Number 5 in there is freshman Trent Schulte. Coach Orness was saying even if this year isn't exactly what he wants, he knows what he has coming up. His JV team is 7-1 after a 49-39 victory tonight, and the freshman team is 8-0.
And Vikings managed to maintain it, but they've only got 4 seconds, so Hill shoots from outside, hits iron, but rebound pulled down by the Spartans. Long outsider for Crowley off the front of the iron, and it's going to be a track match here. But Kendall could not hold on to it, and Crowley back with it for the Spartans. Working it around outside.
Oh, I think Schulte has that shot, but freshman hesitated.
That would be number 5.
That is number 5.
And whistle blows. They're going to call foul crossing the middle, and that was the last foul to give for North Kitsap. Next time they commit one, we'll send the Spartans up to the free throw line.
Both coaches putting people in and out. Noah Harrell coming into the game for North Kitsap, number 12.
They'll bring it back out front.
Whole new shot clock.
DiOrio will drive the paint, has to kick it out, but there's Joey Blacker for the 3. They're going to give him 2.
Only 2. They're going to correct that.
It was a 2-pointer.
Okay.
Yes. On the other side of the court. Nice steal by Crowley. He's been in on a bunch of them so far tonight.
He's got some really quick hands.
Yes, he does. And he'll take that outside jump shot for 3. Biggest lead of the night so far. A 6-point lead for the Spartans here. North Kitsap needs to settle things down here, put some points on the board. Uh-oh. They're going to tag Bainbridge Island, I believe, on that one. Number 10 is Shrek.
Kind of a tough foul to call as they both were going for the ball, but.
And coming back into the ball game for Coach Orness is Dietrich at 6'8".
Shrek takes a seat.
And it looks like Trevor Waller at 6'4" is going to have to guard him again.
Well, he's done a really nice job on him so far.
Good break there for Hill.
And we're going to have a travel on Hill.
He made a nice break to get the ball, but I guess couldn't quite stop the feet from sliding there on that court. 3:43 left to go here in the half, and the Spartans with their biggest lead, the biggest lead for anybody tonight, 18-12.
Bainbridge doing a man-on-man / zone defense kind of thing.
And DiOrio dishes to the big pass. Nice job by Gabe DiOrio for the assist. Oscar Dietrich going to the iron.
Well, DiOrio reminds me of his brother Will, who had some of those similar moves, but DiOrio at 5'9", that's awfully tough to go against the trees. He's figured out you drive and you dish.
And complete the three-pointer there for Oscar Dietrich. North had been doing a pretty good job on defense on Dietrich. They'd actually been double teaming him down low. Ball loose, but North comes away with it.
And what you see with Dietrich is that he is young and still learning this game.
He's only a freshman.
He doesn't quite have the hand strength, and part of that comes from the fact that he had the broken hand last year.
DiOrio, quick break. Yeah.
Got blocked.
Nice job that time by Sebastian Ford, knocking the ball loose, and North Kitsap will maintain the possession just under 3 minutes here. And North needs to get some points on the board. 21-12 lead for Bainbridge Island.
4 seconds already.
Ooh,
there he is again,
pass.
Crowley.
Yep. That was a hard pass, though, for Ford to handle.
The in and out game.
Crowley shots off, and it's Ford with the rebound. He'll give it to Jacob Hill to bring it across half court. Oh, good try to go down, but the big guy for Bainbridge knocks that one back out. Plenty of time, though, for North. Only 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice screen. Good give and go.
The block by Dietrich.
Couldn't finish it, though. 2 minutes left in the first half.
On the baseline, so that's going to go back to North Kitsap. Doc, I think we've seen Dietrich grow, and I don't mean height-wise, just in what he's been able to do from the beginning of this game till this far.
Well, as a freshman, that's pretty big shoes to get into.
Oh, you aren't kidding. Suddenly come out here and end up playing in Metro League. Not an easy thing to do.
But it's good. It's going to be great for Coach Ordness in about 3 more years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ball is lost again to the Spartans. 1.5 minutes. Crowley looks, but he sends it back out. Drive by Bell. That one's off, and North Kitsap's got the rebound.
After a little bit of pinball playing down there.
Yeah, finally getting it off the board. And again, a nice job by Waller keeping it alive for the Vikings. Shot is off, but rebound to North Kitsap if they can get it before it goes out, which they can.
Pass to Scott Evans, the referee. He didn't catch it. I don't know why he's not playing today.
And Danny Mitchell's going to come into the game, replacing Kendall Gill.
Running back for the football team. the amount of energy that's been expended out there is incredible, especially with doing the full court press.
And Dietrich at the free throw line, shot is off, and North Kitsap with the rebound, and Riley, well, they had it. They had it.
They did.
And Bainbridge took it away again. Diorio
Nice rebound.
shots off. Oh, good block by Waller on the first one, but he couldn't stop the big guy on this putback. Nice anticipation by Bell there, but North Kitsap will maintain the possession. 33.6 seconds left on the half on the game clock, and that's going to shut the shot clock off. That's Jacob Hill with it at half court.
Jacob having a tough time against Diorio, just right on top of him on defense. Oh, that's going to be the travel.
Shot is off, and he got the two-step before the shot. 20.6 left to play here, and Bainbridge will bring it in with a 23-12 lead now.
I do like Waller's game, though. He obviously got an outside shot. They haven't gone down so much for him, but he's got good form on it. He's made some really nice moves on the inside and played extremely tough on defense, but you can only play against tall for so long.
Crowley over to Bell, back to Crowley. He'll take the three-point attempt. It's off, and rebound pulled down by North Kitsap's Andrew Urquhart, but that's the end of the half. Bainbridge made their move about halfway through that second quarter, Kitty, to take a 23-12 lead.
Well, they only had a 9-8 lead at the end of the first, so they certainly figured out what to do on offense. And what was triggering it, as you said, Doc, was that full court press. They caused so many turnovers that it suddenly, those turned into points.
It sure did. Well, we're Westtown TV. We're happy to be working with the KidsapSun.com, streaming this ball game to you live on December 30th, Friday night, one more day in the year 2011. We've got Spencer Anderson working on both the computer and the camera tonight for us, and Kitty Campagna on the other microphone. I'm the Dr. Doc Parr, and we will have that second half of this ball game for you coming up shortly.
Number 23, Evan Ferguson.